And we are live. All right, welcome. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd. And today we are going to talk about the stocks to watch right now. We're going to talk about the stocks that I'm trading right now. And I want to show you the best trading tools. I want to show you the trading tools that I personally use. Now, if this is your first time here, hi, I am Markus Heitkoetter, and I show people how to generate an income by trading stocks and options. But not how you might think. You see, people come to me because they want to make enough money with trading so they can quit their job and spend more time with their families and travel a lot, like I do. And even though they have already saved some money, they tell me that they don't get enough returns to be able to quit their jobs anytime soon. And then they tell me that this makes them feel stuck and frustrated. Now, if this sounds familiar to you, you're not alone. Lots of people go through this, and I can totally relate. How can you not be frustrated? You work hard, you save money, and you put it into your retirement account, maybe even invest in some of the stocks that everybody is talking about or recommending, but then you realize it just doesn't work this way. So, how can this not be frustrating? And here's what I tell them. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And trading can be simple, and I will prove it to you. But first, let's talk about today's news. So, today is April 2nd, a very, very special day. Why is it a special day? Well, it's not because it's the day after April 1st. No, today Avengers Endgame tickets went on sales. I don't know about you, but I'm a big Marvel fan. And yes, on April 22nd, Avengers Endgame will be in movie theaters. And today you could start buying the tickets. And here's what happened. Servers crashed. The AMC website, which operates tons of these movie theaters around the countries, AMC website crashed down. Atom Tickets, this is another website where you can sell tickets, down. And Fandango, the wait time was 1 hour. Let me just show it to you. You see, if you try to buy tickets on Fandango earlier today, you had to wait more than an hour. So anyhow, I think this is the news of today. Now, for you, it might be different because maybe you're not a big Marvel fan, but let me know. Will you watch Avengers Endgame? Is this something that you will watch? I will definitely watch it. Hopefully with both of my kids. I know that Julius is a big fan, and my daughter Vivian, she got recently into this, so she is enjoying the Marvel series as well. And by the way, what do you think about the Marvel series? Who's your favorite superhero? I must say, I think, yeah, Iron Man. Iron Man must be my favorite. Anyhow, might be different for you. I also think that Robert Downey Jr. is perfect for the role of Iron Man. Anyhow, if you're enjoying the show thus far, make sure that you hit the like button or one of these thumbs up that you see on your screen. Maybe give me a heart, leave a comment, say hi, because as you know, at the end of the show, I will always look at the comments, see who is here, say hi to you, and also answer all of your questions. But let's see what happened in the markets today. So let's switch over to the charts. Yes, I know, no more Lorena, I get it. No more Avengers here. So let's talk about the Dow Jones, what happened here today. Let me actually slide this over. This is where you see the intraday. Today the Dow was slightly down, and you might be wondering why that is. Well, honestly, no particular news why the Dow was down today. I think the Dow was just taking a breath after being up for several days. This was Thursday, Friday, Monday. We broke through the 26,000 level, still above the 26,000 level, so this is good. But today the Dow slightly down 0.3%, 79 points, so not really a whole big deal. So what are the stocks that everybody is watching right now? Well, one of them, and we talked about it yesterday, is LYFT, right? LYFT had their IPO on Friday, started at $72. This is where the IPO was. Immediately jumped up to $86, but then on Friday already down, yesterday down another 16%. And as you can see today, also no bounce back. Might be that right now LYFT has found here temporary bottom. I just don't see how investors are excited about this. Now, we talked about it yesterday. Most IPOs have this fate that before they start trading, they're being hyped up, and then once they start trading, it is going down. What were other companies that were in the news today? Well, Walgreens, definitely one of them. By the way, Walgreens, I didn't know that they are actually called Walgreens Boots Alliance. But yes, Walgreens, we are talking about the stores like CVS, right? Where you get your medication, cosmetics, anything. So today they had weaker than expected earnings, and as you can see, plummeted 13%. You might be wondering, why that, right? I mean, everybody needs what Walgreens is selling, but apparently not. And as you can see, they had a choppy ride here over the year. I mean, this, if you look back, this is actually going back to 2017. If you just look at 2018, here we go, chop, chop, chop all the way along, right? So Walgreens, not a really good one. What else was in the news today? Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines, better than expected, and you see they jumped up 6.4%. But also, if you look at Delta, oh boy, are they choppy and all over the place. So chop, 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 chop. So this is where it goes back to what I always tell people: stay away from mainstream stocks. And in a moment, we're going to talk about the stocks that I personally trade right now. I bought another one today, and I want to reinforce: trade what you see, not what you think. Because look at this. I mean, if you're looking at Delta, you might get a heart attack here, okay? So let's talk about the stocks that I personally own right now. CRC, we have been talking about this over and over again. California Resource Company. Today also nicely up. You see where I entered. Let's just zoom in here a little bit. You see where I entered a couple of weeks ago. My profit target all the way there. Not yet reaching the profit target, stop loss there. And you see this, my philosophy, always have a small stop loss and a profit target that is larger than your stop loss, because then you'll make money even if you're wrong half of the time. So we shall see. This still looks good, so we are doing good. SLCA, I think with SLCA, we are coming to a close of our relationship here. You see it moved nicely up. I was able to take some profit. So, I mean, right now, this is a trade where I can't lose anymore. But it seems that SLC is not nicely moving up anymore. It seems that PowerX Analyzer will give me a black bar, and a black bar means exiting. So, just talking about this really, really briefly, there's 3 ways to exit. I like to apply a stop loss. With a stop loss, I'm limiting my risk. I like to apply a profit target, and with the profit target, I'm taking profits, as I did here with SLCA, if it is moving in my direction. And then the third way to exit is when I see that there's a change in the trend, a change in momentum, and this is exactly what I'm seeing here right now with SLCA. So, that's why SLCA, I'll probably exit tomorrow. I'll see and wait, because PowerX Analyzer will tell me exactly what to do at the end of the day. So another stock that I picked up today, let's see, it was RYAM. So that's a stock that came on my scanner. Picked it up, and as you can see, nicely up 1.28%. So looking at the PowerX Analyzer and scrolling down here, RYAM gave me a nice entry signal here. And as you can see, if you had traded RYAM, Ryanair Advanced Materials, no idea what these guys are doing over the past year, would have made almost 80% in a year. So like this, 12 wins, 7 losses, a profit factor of 3.7. So all this was good. So looking at my opportunities that came up yesterday, this is where I like this one best. Now, again, For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I'm using the PowerX Analyzer to quickly find the best stocks and options to trade. Now, PowerX Analyzer does not only find the best stocks for me, it also tells me exactly what to do. You see here, it was very clearly telling me this morning, buy to open at 14.50. Depending on your account size, it tells you how many shares, it tells you exactly the stop loss and profit target. And if you're interested in learning more about PowerX Analyzer, please go to mytradingroutine.com. This is where I have a 35-minute video for you that shows you exactly how I pick the best stocks. It shows you the indicators that I like to use to do this, how I determine my stop loss, how I determine my profit target. And if somebody could type this in here for me, this would be super helpful, because somehow when I've tried to type it in, magic things happen and it's usually not good. So mytradingroutine.com, this is where you can get more information about the way how I trade. And if you would like to see if PowerX Analyzer can help you in your trading, you can schedule a demo there with Rachel or Paul. So it's a free demo where they just walk you through the software and show you exactly what it does. All right. Anyhow, now you know the stocks that I'm personally trading, that I'm in. Is this helpful? Is this helpful? Does this help you? So if so, please type a comment. Let me know if this is helpful. Just say yes or click like or do both, right? If you find this helpful thus far. All right. Now, in a moment, we are going to talk about the best trading tools. But first, let's do this. You see, when you wake up in the morning, you have two choices. You can go back to sleep, or you can wake up and chase your dreams. In fact, I have a quote around this, and this is what I posted on my Facebook page. And I really, this is such a fantastic quote that I used it for quite a while as my phone lock screen. I have a different one right now, and we'll talk about this. But see, when you wake up in the morning, you have two choices. Go back to sleep or wake up and chase your dreams. And what do I mean by this? You see, the challenge is that most people live their life in a trance. I'm not talking about waking up in the morning. I'm talking about waking up from the trance, because this is what I see that most people do. It's almost as most people have been hypnotized on who they are and who they aren't. It's like they're hypnotized on what they deserve to have and what they don't deserve to have. It's almost like people are hypnotized to what kind of a life is possible and what's impossible. Now remember this, what you believe to be true is true for you. See, when I grew up, I was hypnotized to believe that making money was difficult. I was hypnotized to believe that a better life would take a lot of hard work. I was hypnotized to believe that you have to get a good education, work hard, save money, and then when you turn 65, you can retire rich. You know, I realized very quickly that none of this is true. And you know what? It's also not our nature to do this. Think about it. No baby is born thinking that it has to work for somebody else. And absolutely no child grows up thinking, oh, I need to become a great employee. What do children say when you ask them, who do you want to be when you grow up? What do they say? They say things like a firefighter or an astronaut, or they say, you know what, I want to travel the world. I want to go to Australia or something like this. I mean, talk to a kid that is maybe 6 to 8 years old, right, before they're being hypnotized by school and by others, and ask them what they want to become. But you see, as children, we have all these dreams, but then others tell us, oh no, you can't do this. And we carry this over as adults. See, often as adults, when we finish school or college, first of all, we have all these dreams. We have dreams of building a family. We're having these dreams of spending time with them. We're having these dreams of traveling, of of really enjoying life. Isn't that the truth? Oh, we have all of these great goals, but then life happens. And when life happens, often we lose track of these long-term goals. And then you look up in 6 weeks or in 6 months or in 6 years and you have made no progress. None. You never moved. And at some point you think to yourself, maybe I can't. And so you give up and you let it fade and you settle. No, don't do that. You see, embed that long-term goal in your mind and then think about it and write about it and talk about it and hang it up on your wall. But most importantly, do something about it. Do something about it every day. Do something that moves you towards that goal, that keeps that goal alive and inside and in focus, and however small or insignificant that step might seem, take it. Do it. Do that little piece. Keep that goal alive. Make it happen. That goal isn't going to achieve itself. It's all on you. You see, our gravestone has a day when you were born and a day when you die. And there's a dash in between. And that dash defines what your legacy is. So it's time to wake up. Wake up, because at any given time, you have 2 choices. When you wake up in the morning, you have these 2 choices. You can go back to sleep, and by sleep, I mean go back to your settling in, or you wake up and chase those dreams. And this is what I want for you. Chase those dreams. Keep them alive. All right, I think I got all rallied up here, but there's a quote that is really near and dear to my heart, and I really encourage you. You'll find this on my Facebook page. Save it to your desktop. Save it to your phone. Look at it. Wake up. Live your life. All right. So now let's talk about something else. Well, let me ask you this before we do. Is this helpful? A little bit of motivation here, because I think this also for me personally, I like listening to motivational speeches, to motivational videos, because sometimes we need it. Sometimes we can fall into this trend. So this is where I hope that this motivates you. And I'll also make this into a podcast that you can listen over and over again. By the way, did you know that I have a podcast right now? You can look it up on iTunes or on Google Podcasts. It's called The Truth About Trading, and you'll find many of the segments that we are doing here live in this podcast. And I'll promise that I'll put this up here over the next few days, and then you can listen to it over and over again. My team is doing a fantastic job of taking this longer segment here and chopping it up into little pieces that make it easy for you to digest then. All right, but now let's talk about something else. So let's talk about the best trading tools. What tools do you actually need for trading? And which of these tools are the best ones to trade? Well, so for me personally, I use 3 different tools. First of all, you do need a charting software that helps you to find the best stocks to trade. Right? And we're going to talk about 2 different charting software packages here in a moment. And the second tool that you need is your broker platform. And honestly, for me, this is all I need. I don't use anything else. You want to stay focused. So what are the tools that I like to use? Well, you've seen it over and over here again. First of all, let me go back to this. So the tool that I like to use is my software, the PowerX Analyzer, because when trading, there is 3 things that you need. You need to know what stocks to trade. You then need to know when to enter, and you need to know when to exit. Now, when it comes to exiting, you need to know when to exit with a loss and also when exactly you take profits. Now, you can use a tool like TradingView. So here you see TradingView. There's a tool that I use here to give you an overall idea of what the markets are doing. You see, this is what we can use to analyze the Dow. And yes, you can use TradingView to actually plot the 3 indicators right underneath. And this helps you then to see whether a stock is more likely to go up, down, or sideways. Here is my challenge with TradingView. The first challenge is that it is hard for me to read these indicators. So the indicators that I like to use is the RSI, it is the stochastics, and it is the MACD. And when you plot them on a chart, it is sometimes difficult to read. So here, in this particular example, right now looking at the Dow Jones, is the orange line above the purple line. No, the other way around. I want to see that the purple line is above the orange line. So here I could enhance it and then I get the idea. Or the easier way for me is to do it on PowerX Analyzer. So let's just talk about, for example, RYAM. This is one of the stocks that I bought today, and you see, perfect. The RSI is above 50. It's one of the criteria that I use. The stochastics is above 50, so that's perfect. And then apparently today or yesterday was the first day when we saw the purple line above the orange line. For me, it is so much easier to see this here because this is where I color my charts. When all 3 indicators are true, I color the charts green because this means that now the stock is more likely to go up. When I see that all 3 indicators are pointing down, I color the charts red, which means that it is more likely for the stock to go down. And if only 2 of these 3 indicators are true, this is when I'm plotting a black bar. By the way, if you would like to know more about this in more detail, please go to mytradingroutine.com. This is where I explain all of this in more detail. Right now, I just want to talk about the tools that I personally use and that I think that you should be using. Now, knowing when a stock is more likely to go up, down, or sideways, that is a great thing. And this is what you can do with any charting software. The reason why I started programming my own charting software, the PowerX Analyzer, is because now I want to know, based on all the stocks that are being traded in the US, because I trade the US markets, which are the ones that right now show us a buy or sell signal. And this is why I built in a scanner into the charting software, the PowerX Analyzer, and this is the scanner that I then run every day. Now the scanner shows me 2 to 8 stocks that I could possibly trade. And now the question is, well, how exactly do I decide what stock do I want to trade? And this is where I'm looking at the past performance. This is something that the other tools, like for example, TradingView, let's actually go back to this, TradingView or TradeStation or Thinkorswim, they do not give me the information that I personally need for my trading. Now, for you it might be different, but you see, for me, I want to know if I had traded this stock over the past year using my rules. Again, the rules you find at mytradingroutine.com. It's very easy. It's 3 indicators. Nothing complicated there, but I want to know if I had traded this stock according to my rules, how much money would I have made over the past year? And this is where PowerX Analyzer helps me and shows me, okay, if I had a 10,000 position and I had traded RYAM over the past year using the rules of the PowerX strategy, I would have made $7,864. So based on a $10,000 position, that's 78.6 return on investment within a year. How do you like this? That's pretty good, right? It also shows me that I would have had 12 wins and 7 losses, meaning that my winning percentage is 63%. So out of 10 trades, I can expect 6 trades to be winning trades. Now, these numbers give me confidence in this trade to actually place the trade. It also shows me that my profit factor is 3.7. What does this mean? It means that over the past year, if you had traded this stock, RYAM, using the PowerX strategy, it means that here, this is actually what I'm discussing right now, the profit factor, that for every dollar that you lost, you would have made $3.70. You see, these are the 3 really important numbers that I need to know before I'm placing a trade. So in summary, What are the best tools? Well, the best tool is a tool that helps you to stick to your trading strategy. And this is why I programmed PowerX Analyzer, to make sure that it shows me exactly what to do. You need a charting software anyhow. And trust me, I did try to use the free or inexpensive charting software packages that are out there, and they just couldn't do what I want PowerX Analyzer to do, which is tell me exactly what stock to trade, tell me exactly what to do, when to enter, when to exit, how many shares to trade, and then, and this is most important for me, tell me exactly what would have happened over the past year if I had traded the stock according to my criteria, because this gives me the confidence to place the trade. Now, the only other software that you then need is your trading platform. And in another video, I talked about the best brokers for 2019. The good news is your broker gives you the trading platform for free. So I will probably post a link to that video here in the comments so that you can quickly reference it. Otherwise, just search for Heitkoetter or Rockwell Trading Broker, right? And you will find where I compare the different brokers. So that's it. I don't use any other trading tools. These are the only three that I use. And TradingView I mainly use for teaching here when I'm teaching live at my boot camps. By the way, if you would like to come to one of our boot camps and they are free, come to bootcamp.rockwelltrading.com. On this website, bootcamp.rockwelltrading.com, you will find all the upcoming dates. So the next dates are in Houston. We just were in Orange County in California. We'll go back to the LA area at some point, and we'll also come back to Florida. You'll find all of this at bootcamp.rockwelltrading.com. Okay, hope this helps, that now you know what tools I personally use, and that this helps you to find the tools that you would like to use. By the way, what tools are you using? I'll leave it in the comments here. And again, if you find this helpful, make sure that you subscribe to it. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's the little subscribe button and the little bell that also then informs you when I'm going live again or when I'm posting another video. And if you're watching this here on Facebook, you will see that there is a notification. And this notification, basically when you push it, it lets you know when I'm going live. All right, I hope that you enjoyed watching this show as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And if you know anybody who might find this video helpful, please feel free to share it. Hit the like comment, because the more you engage with me, the easier it is for me to talk about the topics that are really important to you. Now, let's take a look at some of the comments and see how else I can help you here. Good. Hey, Debbie, good to see you here. Dion, good to see you. Lorena says, not really. I assume that this is regarding the Marvel movie that's coming out, Avengers Endgame. Not a big fan. Well, I am. Okay. Lorena says, always very helpful. Debbie says, I choose B. Dave has a... Dave, using PowerX Analyzer now and loving it. Really has helped making better stock selections. So glad, David. Dave, sorry. Was there a David earlier? No, Dave. Okay. Anyhow, great. So good to hear this. Eric, good to see you here. Tyra says, ho, 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 ho. Is it already Christmas? How many days until Christmas? Right now it's April 2nd, so we have May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So we have 7 months, right? 8 months and a few days. Anyhow, all right, good. Lorena says, we need that reminder every now and then. Absolutely. Hey, Nicole, so good to see you here. How are you? Okay, Lorena says, I think I remember you keep saying you keep a journal of your trades. Would you mind talking about this? Lorena, let me write this down. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow because this is really important, having a trading journal. I want to show you the trading journal that I personally use, and I also want to show you what I think the trading journal that you should keep. Okay, so excellent. I wrote it down. As you can see, scribbled it. Trading journal. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Yes, I do have baby blue Post-it notes. Don't judge me. Okay, Lorena says, not really into Marvel. That's fine. Does the analyzer, Michael is asking, does the analyzer incorporate to which options to trade as well? Yes, it does. Let me quickly show you of how this works. So I'm going to switch over here to PowerX Analyzer. So for example, instead of trading RYAM, right, the stock RYAM, you could trade the options. So you see I have an options tab here. Now what I did for you is I zoomed in to make sure that you can read it. Here's the options tab, and the options tab then shows you exactly, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, okay, the best option to trade based on my experience. So here, since we want to buy RYAM, right, the best option to trade would be a call. We buy a simple call. Based off all the strike prices, I like to trade an in the money or at the money strike price. So the best strike price based on my experience is $12.50. Days to expiration, you always want to be between 30 and 60 days to expiration. So looking at all the options that are out there, Michael, right now the best one would be with 46 days to expiration. Now, why 46 days? Because I already know that on average, see, on average, I'm for 11 days in the trade. And if I have 46 days to expiration, I never have a problem of the option expire worthless, and I also don't have a problem with the time decay. Now, if you're trading options, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not trading options yet, no worries. That's something that I can teach you. I'll be happy to. So the other things that I need to know is, what is the maximum price that I want to pay for this option? Because I want to make sure that I never overpay for an option. You know that sometimes options are more expensive than they should be. So I'm always having a fair price, right? I'm calculating this and saying I want to buy the option for less than $2.54. Now, I can also estimate of how much the option should be worth once the stock hits the profit target, and how much it should be worth once we hit the stop loss, because I never hold an option until expiration. And this gives me a nice risk to reward, and I have all this information that helps me to basically let me know whether I would like to trade the stock or the option, right? So for me personally, I trade more stocks, but for some of you, you might be more interested in trading options. So it makes it very easy for whatever stock you choose, whatever stocks come up, it also tells you what is the perfect option to trade. Michael, is this helpful? Okay, cool. Lorena says, please write down your post 2 options. Will do. Let me write this down here. What are options? How to trade options? So we will talk about this. All right. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this was helpful. Oh, today, thus far, you gave me 13 likes? Hit like again. You should be able to. Hit like again. Because sometimes I know that you're giving us 26 likes. So yesterday, we had way more likes. You didn't like what I said today? Just hit like one more time. All right, anyhow, I wish you a fantastic afternoon. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the likes and the hearts. Yeah, there we go. You see right now, 17, 19. Come on, we can do it. Let's go up to 23. There's 21 likes. I see them. 23, 24. You are awesome. Thank you so much. You are fantastic. Okay, really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, love it. Have a terrific day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Oh my God, 41 likes, 42 likes. Are you kidding? You are amazing. All right, keep it going. We're having way too much fun here. I'll talk to you very soon.